can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves, and here we go.
Words are cheap. Right. It's the action that says it all. We'll find out when the first bell goes.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. And that's the opening bell, round one. Jab misses. Can't score with that jab. This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
Outside fighters create so much unpredictable movement. Move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
Catch and shoot. They block that jab. Beautiful counter punch. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
That jab misses. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
And he dropped him. The perfect sniper shot. Let's watch it again one more time.
That's...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
And there's the bell for round two. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Straight right just misses. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Hook misses. They call it the glory division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Good job defending the jab. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Hook misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round.
And now you've let him get back into it.
On to the third. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice defense there, blocking the hook. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Couldn't land that jab. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
You'd like to see more jabs. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Here we go to the fourth round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. A perfect counter shot. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. And this is incredible action from both of these heavyweights. Beautiful counter shot. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Ali in that last round.
I needed to switch back
On to the fifth we go. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've gone in the ring with fighters like that and you punched them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
They both want the knockout. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Nice defense on that jab. Well done with that counter shot. Very close. Corner right there. The ground bomber in some trouble. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Get your mind back, get your focus back.
This is the beginning of round 6. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He missed with that jab. The courage on display here is incredible. Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? I thought we were going to see the finish there.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at them.
We wondered how good his chin was, but no one's chin standing up to that shot.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your glove.
Did you see that? Joe Louis in trouble. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
There's a counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A straight right just misses. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. The corner hasn't thrown in the towel yet.
You're starting to make mistakes and you switch.
Here comes round 7. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
The straight right just misses. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
They block that jab. Oh, Joe Louis just got caught. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Ali in that last round.
Fight that round. That's his round.
And we enter the 8th round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? Didn't wait too long to get back and... Whoa, wait a minute! Oh, and Joe Louis is hurt. He is hurt. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
And that hook misses. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.
Facing Joe Frazier, who won gold at the '64 Olympic Games. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
A well-placed hook. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
This is some of the best action I've seen in any round anywhere this year. He parries that left jab away. The left jab is landing at will. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout. What do we expect to see here in round two? Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet, not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter shot. Johnny, you would know this better than me, but I would hate fighting someone with this swarmer style. They don't let you breathe. They don't let you get off the ropes. You can't get your offense off. You just got to deal with them.
You fight a swarmer, you've got to protect everything. The body with the elbows, the head with the forearm. You've got to try to push them off balance because they will just stay in your face.
Nice counter. It's all offense all the time. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
He blocks the hook. Let's see if they go to the body. It all comes down to what you can do on the inside.
This is poetry in motion. If you've got a great jab, if you've got a long reach, I know, that was me. I'm admiring what I'm seeing here.
You can't, despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. And finally, Muhammad Ali goes down. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
And there's the bell to start round 3. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Beautiful counter punch. Got his gloves up to block the left jab. Nice counter shot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Missed him with that uppercut. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. They block the hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And a round that seemed back at it in round 4. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will when they hit. be a lot harder.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit, and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nope, that jab not going to score. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. When you've got someone with the hands, did you see that? Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, four, five. Do you still want to fight?
Boy, this next round is going to be crucial. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. Looks like they've shaken it off.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Good defense with that left jab. His stamina is off the charts. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
What do you think of what we've seen? Hold it right there. Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? Looks like trouble was averted.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. He is down big time on the scores.
I need to get back out there.
This is the beginning of round 6. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
To put some combination work together. One punch is good, 2 punches better. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Both men step back for just a moment. Muhammad Ali in trouble, but surely he'll find a way out. And it appears fighters, they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again.
Down goes Frazier. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five. Are you okay?
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagles hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard.
Final hold it right there. Is Frazier in trouble? Is this the beginning of the end for this legend? So it's plan B time after.
Fight's not over yet.
Here comes round 7. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard.
Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
I've got to see that again.
They are going to surrender. No moss. Well, the corner has thrown in the towel, and that will do it. The fighter not happy, but those are the rules. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. It's bombs away. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Hook misses. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
Todd, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. Swing and a miss with that jab. Just misses with that jab. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
The reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Do you believe what we are seeing? He threw the hook, didn't land. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Pretty big mistakes. Let's get it started in round 3. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. Pensacola's finest is down. And look at that body shot. They couldn't have thrown it any better.
Even I've got to see that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you continue?
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Gotta look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
Is that forever hope? Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's gonna pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Hook was off target. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked. And there's the bell to start round 4. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Sugar Ray Leonard days. I don't care how good your chin is, a punch like that, and you're going down.
Where did...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you okay?
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into the fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
It's a good start to the round for this guy.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Jab gets blocked. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what lights us.
How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Come to me.
Let's talk about Leonard in that last. There's the bell to start round 5. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They ring the bell, and here we go. Oh, Leonard just got rocked. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed back on it. Like it never happened.
You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Hold that thought. Sugar Ray's in trouble. Sugar Ray is down on the canvas. A good body shot will paralyze you, and as you can see here, that's exactly what happened.
That's lights out right there.